new participants. Few new participants I would be pointing out, who could please introduce themselves to the class. We have Swastik Naik here. Hi Swastik, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening Swastik. Welcome to the ESM
Thank you, ma'am.
program here. Could you please introduce yourself? Nice having you here.
Ma'am, my name is Swastik Nayak. I am from Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1, Sambalpur.
It's nice, Swastik. So he belongs to my region. We come from the same district, Swastik.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you so much. So which class are you studying
I'm
now?
10th.
You're in 10th. So this lesson might be useful to you, I guess. So we have Sukanya Supakar here. Hi, Sukanya. Can you hear me, Sukanya? She is facing some problem maybe. Yeah, now she has unmuted herself. Hi, Sukanya. Welcome on board.
Hello,
Hi,
ma'am.
Sukanya. Nice having you here. Sukanya has been my student at GMU. Yes. Please introduce yourself to the class, Sukanya.
Hi, I'm Sukanya Supakar. I'm here to listen to her into the grammar class.
Okay, talk about yourself, Sukanya. Talk about yourself.
I've completed my post graduation in English literature, and I'm going to listen to you to try to unlearn something again.
Thank you so much. Okay, so my lesson is going to make people unlearn. Right. Starting with this note, starting with some interesting note. We have Rashmi Sagar here. Thank you so much, Sukanya. Rashmi Sagar.
Thank you.
Welcome to ESM. Thank you so much. Would you please unmute yourself and give a quick introduction? Hi, Rashmi. I think we can reach us. Hello? Yeah, Nakul is here. Hello, Nakul. Nakul Batra is here. Lalit R, Nakul Batra, Karan Thakur. Guys, you have to speak up. No problem if you don't introduce yourself, but when the lessons begins, I think you need to speak, because this lesson has no value if you don't interact in the class. As you could very well see the topic, how to narrate. So all the narrations has to be done at your end, not from the teacher's end. Yes, so this is how we begin the lesson. How to narrate in English. Okay, narration, what do we mean by narration? Before going ahead with the slides, let's discuss the meaning of narration. What do we mean by narrating? Anybody from the audience? Chitra Sen, Lalit, Kishore, Nimai, Swastik. What do we mean by very word called narrate? Narrate in verb, narration as a noun.
Narrate is a word, and it means explain something briefly.
Explain something briefly. Okay. Is it all, or does it mean something extra also, something more? Explaining something? Do we also speak about? Ishwar is making a point here. Maybe
Narration means declaration.
Declaration. Okay. Narration means declaration. I don't really think that whoever said, I don't know the name.
Ma'am,
it means something else. There is a mention of time. When we narrate something, we also speak of a certain time. So what time do we mention when we narrate something? Yes, Swastik wants to put a point here. Swastik, tell me.
Give a spoken or written account of an incident with proper dramatical explanations.
Okay.
Can you ask him example? Ask Swastik.
Yeah. Absolutely. Please elaborate, Swastik. What kind of account? Could you please give some example here?
Ma'am, I will give an example of some stories that most of the people read, like novels and etc. They write the account of an incident in their life or about an imaginary incident. They put it properly with proper dramatic expressions that we can feel it as if we ourselves were there.
Okay. Okay. So, living up to what or taking Swastik's words here. Narration.
Ma'am, may I interrupt?
Kishore, please. Kishore, my voice echoes.
Yes, yes, ma'am, I am audible. Ma'am, narration means act and storytelling. Am I right, ma'am?
Okay, storytelling.
And act.
So do we mention some time here? We are using the word account, we use the word storytelling, we use the word incident. So do we also mention time? Does time has a role to play when we speak about narration? We narrate something. Subhranshu, Sharanya doesn't speak anything today? Sharanya, Lalit, Chitrasen.
Yes, ma'am. When we narrate something, we use our past events.
Absolutely. There you are. So, narration means, can you read what is written here? Just below the first two lines, Sharanya, I have written something over there.
Yes, the third point.
Narrative tenses, the definition of narrative tenses. Can you please read?
They are verbs used to talk about past events, experiences, and while telling a story.
Yes. So, in what context, in what situations we use narrative tenses? When we talk about the past, when we give an account in the past, as very much rightly pointed out by Swastik, and experiences, past events. And when you tell a story about something that has happened, okay, something that has happened at certain point of a time, which is not happening now. Yeah, not explaining briefly is not necessarily called. So, Chinani, would you like to please explain what narration means? Chitrasen seems to be confused here. He says that, could you see what he has written? Suchinani Chitrasen has written, what you are going to elaborate something briefly, it is called narrate. Would you like to comment on that?
Okay. See, narration is very simple. Swastik has given us very an absolutely academic definition. In simple words, if we phrase what do we mean by narration, it is to talk about anything, be it an event, be it about a story, be it about your personal experience. You want to talk about anything which has happened in past. That's it basically. Amara past रे जहाँ जेकोसी जिनस घटी जाइछि जहाँ भी ही पारे तमे गोटे गप पढ़ी थाओ से गपटा तमे कहिबा को चाहुछ खरा बेले कोन खाइछो सेटा कहिबा को चाहुछ गतकाली कुआडे जाइथिलो बुलिबा पई ता विषय रे कहिबा को चाहुछ जेते बेले तमे सेही जिनस कहिबो जोटा कि हमरो सरी जाइछि पास्ट रे हेइछि टू टॉक अबाउट दोज इवेंट्स और एक्शंस और मूवमेंट्स वी यूज्ड past tense and that art of telling anything that has happened in past is called narration. If we put it in simple words. Is that clear to all of us now?
I think it must be clear. Everybody give a thumbs up. Give some content expression that you understand what narration is now. I think we have summed up whatever all of you said. So narration is telling about the past. Yes, Rashmi Sagar, Chitrasen and Rashmi Sagar Kishore, yes, Didi. So they have understood. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for acknowledging. Yes,
just ask us. We don't mind explaining it more than once, more than twice, more than thrice. We would explain it till you people are clear about it. So don't worry about it. Yeah, just ask us.
And we really appreciate the way you wrote. Chitrasen preferred writing in the chat box, which made it clear that this is something we need explanation. Yeah, there you
can
go.
have a mix of languages. तमको जो language रे वर्तमान पाई comfortable लागुची, express yourself in that language.
Absolutely.
Here we are aiming at expression first. तमने निजो को express करो. Language is secondary here. Don't worry about it.
Yes. Right. So this is how we talk about the past events, and let's talk about some of the past events that has happened to us in our life, or you have to talk about anybody else's life, right? I think if any of you could read what is written on the first part of the slide here. Anybody? You can nominate yourself, or you want me to nominate you? Subhranshu, could you initiate?
Yes, ma'am, please. Okay.
Share a memorable incident. Huh? Come on, anything. A birthday, a festival, an experience of your life, anything.
Okay, so my 13th birthday was very special for me because we went to Maharashtra for the first time, and I visited many places including Mumbai, and that is something which I always remember. That is a memory which I can never forget.
That's nice. That's nice. So, as Subhranshu said, can we take the lead from there? Would others also share their experiences, or somebody else's experiences, or the experience that they have in ESM, or they have been having in this ESM? Come on,
Absolutely.
Sharanya,
That would be wonderful.
anything special for you?
Yes, so I'm going to share my memory how I joined ESM. So when I joined ESM, I knew about ESM when my brother Subhranshu got his writing with Palm Rush, his book, and from his news came in a newspaper, and I read that article, and from that I contacted with Panchanan Durya sir, and then that's how I joined ESM group, and I am in love with ESM because I have learned so many things from ESM. Thank you, yes.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. So we love you too, Sharanya.
Thank you.
Be with us, keep in touch with us always. Yes, support us the same way. Yeah, so let us listen to others also. Nimai, Hes Kumar, Kishore, Swastik, a lot of people are here. Everybody should participate. Come on guys, make the class interactive. Nimai wants to speak something. Tell me, Nimai. Anything you would like to speak?
Sure, ma'am. I would like to share something. Initially, I was doing a spoken English class in Borgad, and I was given 3,000 rupees, ma'am. And at that time, I was earning 8,000. I was given 3,000 for spoken English. But when I heard about ESM from our Manoj sir, then I got joined with the people like you, those who are pro in English, and I'm very happy to be part of ESM, ma'am.
We feel
And that's
blessed.
all.
People like you, we feel blessed. Suchinani, look and listen to the stories. They are touching. Yes, yes. So, we weave stories, guys. How we are weaving stories. We are making all together a different word through English. We are all getting together as a family. That's so nice. That's so sweet. Ishwar is here, a new student. Ishwar, hi. Welcome on board, Ishwar. Ishwar, na?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Ishwar. Welcome.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So here we are talking about something special that the students would like to share in the class that has happened to you at a certain point of your life. Would you like to share something to the class? Anything that is very much close to your heart?
I would like to share my turning point of my life. Really, when I passed out 12th, I went to Tilagad, and at there I did my graduation, and there I got to know many things, and I got to learn many things from elders, from senior, and after that, after completed my graduation, I joined a college. I joined in a school, and now even I am teaching here, and this is also a very greatness for me that day to day I'm learning something new things. So my turning point was that Tilagad, where I got to know myself, what will be do in my life, and what is my ambition, what should we do and what should not we do. So that was my
What
most
should be done? What should be done? What should not be done?
yes
Right?
ma'am.
Done.
That was my turning point, and I actually learned many things there.
Very nice, Ishwar.
Okay ma'am, thank you.
That's great to hear you. That's great to hear you. We are grateful that you share such things with us. Suchi, Nani would like to say something here. Yes, please, Nani, go ahead.
Yes. Ishwar, we are very sure that you are too young to have, you know.
Thank you ma'am.
It's really great for that young.
Ma'am, you are not audible clearly.
Nani, you're cracking off.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Intermittently. Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay
So
now.
I would just like to say that when you use pass out, the phrasal verb pass out, it means to faint. Behosh hoye jiba. When we talk about completing a course, let's say that I completed my graduation or I completed my 10th or intermediate. It's a common use that most of us say that I passed out. I passed out mane behosh hoye gali. Right? So let's just
Okay, ma'am.
yeah, we get to know these things only when we use. Yeah, that's why we say use, and let's learn it together. Yeah. Okay.
Yes ma'am.
Prakatika, over to you.
Another thing I also noticed, Ishwar, I am grateful that I could learn here. It's not greatness. Greatness is a noun. Okay? So I'm grateful to come here. Yeah. Or I feel good to have come over here. Let's make it simple. I feel
Yes
good
ma'am. Yes ma'am.
to have
I feel
come
good.
over here. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay ma'am. Thank you ma'am.
We go to Karan here. Karan Thakur. There's another student, Karan Thakur. Karan, Chitra Sen, Hayes, Rashmi.
Hello, ma'am.
Rashmi.
Can I
Kishore, please.
something
Kishore, please.
about me, ma'am?
Please.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon to everyone, and good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Kishore Aripal, basically from Sanupur, and now I am pursuing my EMT from Emergency Medical Technology from Bhubaneswar. And when I did my completed intermediate from Bargad, then I decided to join the graduation class, but some problem for me, therefore I can't join in graduation. But I lost 1 year. Then after I decided to join the medical course, and therefore I am going to Bhubaneswar, and their place or their teachers and others friends are so good for in this environmental when I living there. So ma'am, this is my turning point I feel, and so support for my study and for my strength. Therefore I am so happy, ma'am, and thank you.
Nice, Kishore. Thank you for sharing. People are really opening up. I think narrative tenses was a medium for them to open up. That's great. Yes, Rashmi, I make it a point to hear from each and everybody, unless there is a dare issue, unless there is a big connection issue, everybody should speak. And because I'm sure that all of us have this special incidents or some touching experience that they have in their hearts that you would like to hear. Rashmi, the little girl I can see. Hello, Rashmi. Hi. Would you please unmute yourself? Look at that. It's a sweet little girl. Rashmi, can we hear from you? Yes, hi Rashmi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Rashmi. So, can we please know about yourself? Where are you from? Which class you study, Rashmi?
Third class.
You study in 3rd class. Okay. That is so sweet. Maybe she is the youngest participant, Subhanshu.
Right,
Take
right.
note of that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So Rashmi, would you like to share something happy that has happened in your life with us? How did you celebrate your birthday? How was your last birthday? Would you like to tell us something about that? Do you like celebrating birthdays, Rashmi? She is nervous. She doesn't
Rashmi?
like to celebrate birthdays.
कौन कले बापा माँ बहुत खुशी हुंती तमे कौन कले बापा माँ बहुत खुशी हुंती भाई भौणी अछंती घरे घरे ଆଉ କିଏ କିଏ ଅଛନ୍ତି
I don't think she understands Odia. मते लागुनी से
No,
बुझुची.
I also think the same.
मते लागुनी से
Rashmi?
Odia बुझुची.
which language
हिंदी
you understand Hindi
Rashmi, please unmute. You're muted.
It's okay. It's okay. Let her listen.
Yeah.
She feels nervous. Yeah. Let's give her time to settle down. Yes, Rashmi. Thank you so much. We have Rashmi Sagar. Rashmi Sagar, would you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Rashmi. Hi. Welcome to ESM.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Rashmi.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, and yeah, would you like to share something interesting with all of us? Anything?
Sorry, ma'am.
About your tell me.
I can't speak English very well, ma'am.
You cannot speak. You can speak in Odia. Odia रे कुहा. Odia रे कही पारिबो. हिंदी रे कुहा. हिंदी में बोलो.
ମୁଁ ଏମ 10 କ୍ଲାସରେ ମୁଁ ପଢୁଛି ଏବଂ ମୁଁ ମୋର ପରିସ୍ଥିତି ପରିସ୍ଥିତି ସହିତ ମୋର ମା ବାବାଙ୍କୁ କିଛି ଦେଖିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ କିଛି କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି
अच्छा. So कौन तमे हेबाकु चाहुच बड़ है कि तमर कौन तमन एम कौन तमर
I want to become a scientist, ma'am.
अरे बाप रे wow she wants to become a scientist. That's great. So how are you working for it? Are you working on it, Rashmi? कौन कॉलेज साइंटिस्ट हबो तमे?
Yes.
हां
मैम ମୁଁ ଭାବିଛି କେବେ ବି ଏକ୍ଜାମ ଦେବି IISc ବେଙ୍ଗଲୁରରେ ପ୍ରଥମେ ଯିବି
अरे बाप IISc अरे बाप रे. Good luck to you. Absolutely. I hope
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
come true, Rashmi. Very good. Yes. So we can hear from Hes Kumar. Hes
Good
Kumar,
afternoon,
hello. Hi.
Yes,
Welcome to ESM. Hes.
yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Hes.
My name is, ma'am, my name is Neeraj Gathautia, and I am from Chhattisgarh, Balpur.
Wow.
And I joined ESM by my honorable sir Manoj sir, Mr. Manoj sir, and I want to become an Indian Army.
You want to join Indian Army? Wow. We are proud of you. Neeraj.
Thank you, ma'am.
Neeraj, right? Your name is?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Neeraj. Neeraj, would you like to speak something? Here. Would you like to narrate an incident?
No, ma'am.
Something special? Something memorable?
No,
Would you
ma'am.
like to share to the class? Come on, try to speak. Neeraj? हिंदी में बोलो. हिंदी में बोल सकते हो?
Ma'am, next time I will say.
Sure. He is giving an assurance. Absolutely. We won't spot you here. Anybody who is interested to speak something here? Anybody else? Aishwarya Naik. Okay, Swastik Naik, would you like to say something?
Sorry for that, ma'am. I am not much of an interactive person.
It's okay, but Swastik, we are learning here, and by talking we would learn. So would you like to say, don't be afraid of making mistakes, maybe, because we don't point out the mistakes here. We all are here to learn.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am. I understood that, but I don't have much to say because this is a platform where we learn
Are?
from each other, and it's very difficult to explain ourselves around when we don't have much to say.
Would you like to speak about what happened to you yesterday? Maybe one day before. How did you
there is
spend
not
your time
much.
yesterday?
There is not much. I just try doing well in my academics.
Okay, okay. Right. So, Suchi Didi, would you like to say something? Here.
Swastik, since you have said that you don't think that you are much of an interactive person, is it your self-analysis or this is the feedback that you have received from the people around you?
Ma'am, actually, I like to be silent and listen to others and know more from them. And
But
that's why I
Swastik,
speak less.
we are here to we understand that speaking less makes us observe people, but we are here to learn how to speak. So if you don't speak, then we don't ever reach the motive. I hope you understand. This is an interactive classroom. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
English support mission is all about speaking, and maybe if there are inhibitions, there is something that is stopping you to speak. You should get rid of that and start speaking whatever comes to your mind. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
because we have nothing to observe here. We learn from each other. This is a mutual learning platform, and we give here opportunities for students to speak, making it as an interactive session. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Swastik is very
Yes,
right
yes.
that he has this, when he wants to learn more, he speaks less. That's fine, Swastik. But don't make it into a hard and fast rule that speaking less everywhere makes the point. No, you have to decide where you need to speak and how much you need to speak. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Because like for example, if you are there for an interview, Swastik, and you would say, I would like to listen more and speak less, they would wait for you to speak. They cannot give you the job that you are there for. Maybe you get my point here. Anyways,
Yes, ma'am.
we don't force anybody here. Anybody else would like to share something, a memorable incident of their life? Lalit is here. There's another student called Lalit.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi Lalit, welcome.
Yes, ma'am. I'm from Varga.
बरगढ़ ललित केना कहबा के चाहू छ
No,
तमर पास बाबत रे
One incident.
टेल मी किछि भी
No, ma'am.
गुटे कोरोना वायरस पैंडेमिक टाइम रो कैंसी डे रो गुटे इंसिडेंट शेयर करि पारो हमर संगे केंदा गुटे स्पेंड करथलो तमे टाइम सेटकी बेले
Nothing else.
nothing. Okay, I know that we have so many things to speak, but just that we don't open up. Yeah. Maybe you could do that in the upcoming classes, guys. Yeah. This is how I move to the next one. So as we spoke about the incident of the past, as we narrated the incident of the past, or we told stories about ourselves, about our lives, okay, and how there were turning points in our life, how was something, no, Subran should tell that there was something memorable that he had to share regarding his trip to Maharashtra, and Sharanya shared her journey with ESM. So when we speak about something that has happened in the past, the first form of tense that we use is simple past. Okay, and I think we all know little bit what simple past is. Here I would like somebody to read what is mentioned in the slide. Sharanya.
Yes, ma'am. Simple past. Past simple. 6:45 a.m. I took a shower. At 7 a.m. I ate breakfast. 7:15 a.m. I left for work.
Okay, it's okay.
Past
You
perfect.
don't have to.
Before
Yeah. Let's focus on only simple past now. So
Okay,
when
ma'am.
we narrate something about the past, when something has happened to us in the past, we use the forms like. So can you spot the past markers from the 3 sentences you read, Sharanya?
I took about took is the past form of take, and in the second sentence ate is the past form and of eat, and left is the past form of leave.
Absolutely. So as it happened yesterday, we use the past markers. As it happened in the past, we use the past markers. And as you could see, it is mentioned that it is simple past or past simple. So here, I welcome few isolated sentences, few sentences like this, some past simple sentences by people here. Ishwar, can you share some past simple sentences to us? Like it is given here in the slide.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I came to Chhattisgarh.
Came to Chhattisgarh. Yes.
Yes, is this right, ma'am? I came to
Yes,
Chhattisgarh.
yes, I came to Chhattisgarh last month, last year. Anything? Then?
Yesterday, I took my student tens.
I couldn't hear. I couldn't understand that. Could you come again? Please?
Yesterday, I talked to my student about tens.
Okay. Yesterday you taught tens to your students. Wow.
Yes.
Right? That's great.
About tens. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so let us know, Ishwar, if we go wrong anywhere, because maybe I am also dealing with the same thing you dealt yesterday. Yes. Ishwar.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you so much. Rashmi, some sentence would you like to say that happened in the past using some past markers? Kichi past words loge kiri? Try to speak, guys. Come on. Rashmi Sagar.
Participants, all the sentences which are there, like,
Ma'am, I have a sentence.
Yeah.
I want to park.
Yeah. I went
I want to
or
park.
I went.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Suchina, you can carry on.
yeah, the sentences given here are just examples. Don't take it as model sentences as to be written in academic situations. In academic situations, we would write the first sentence as, I took a shower at 6:45 a.m. So these sentences that we have used here are just for our example, just to highlight the past form of the verb. These are not the model sentences to be used when we write.
Yes.
Can I, excuse me, ma'am?
Yeah, please.
Can I share something about past simple tense?
Tell us, please.
Yes. Today I got up early in the morning at 6:30 a.m. Then I washed my face and I drank 2 glasses of water. Then I went to be fresh and brushed my teeth and I made tea and took 1 cup of tea and I read newspaper in mobile. Then I got ready for tuition and I went to tuition at 7:15 a.m. At there, I talked from 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. I returned from tuition at 9 a.m. Then I went to took and I took my breakfast at 9:30. Then I got ready for school. I went to school at 10 a.m. At there, I taught 5 hours, and I took my lunch at 1 p.m. and I returned from school at 3 p.m. Then I want to be fresh. Then I went to be fresh and made call to my home and my friends for talked for a while with them. I went for an evening walk with my friends at 5:30 p.m. Then I returned from there at 6:30 p.m. and I washed my hands and legs and made tea and took a cup of tea with some with some Snickers. I read books 2 hours and 2.5 hours from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. I took my dinner at 9:30 p.m. Then I used my mobile for 30 minutes and then I prepared myself for teaching in school and tuition from 10 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. I went to bed at 11:30 p.m. Thank you, ma'am. I mean, this was all about my daily routine, ma'am, which I expressed in first simple sentence.
This was what I did yesterday, not the daily routine, Yashwant. That's something very nicely spoken, Ishwar. Thank you very much for sharing that. But when we speak about daily routine, it becomes simple present. That
Yes,
happens on
yes,
daily.
ma'am. I know that should be simple present sentence, but I just expressed
You
in
are
past.
right. You are absolutely right.
Yes,
You are,
ma'am.
but whatever you said, it's the simple past. You gave an example. You gave the correct example of simple past sentences. That
Yes.
happened to you yesterday. Yes.
Ishwar,
Yes, ma'am.
whoever wants to find Ishwar, now he has made his everyday timings available to us. If you don't find him at one place, just follow the timings and venues, yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Lots. Yeah.
Beautiful
So,
explained, beautiful explained.
yeah. Yes. So on the lines of what Ishwar spoke, can we also hear from people what they did yesterday? Let's speak about the immediate past here. Yesterday. Come on, people. Bhavani Behera, Sharanya Patnaik, would you like to share what you did yesterday?
Yes, ma'am. Yesterday I woke up at 7 o'clock. Then I have completed my daily work. I freshened up and at
Maybe
7.
not, Sharanya, skip the word have. And I completed my daily work. Yes.
I completed my daily work and at 7:30 I sat for my online classes. My online classes ended at 10:30. Then for till 11 o'clock I helped my mother in the kitchen,
Wow.
and after and then at 11 I went to park and played for a while, and then at 1:30 a.m. I took my lunch, and at 1:30 p.m. 1:30 p.m. I took my lunch, and at 2 p.m. I sat for self-study. At 4 p.m. I completed my studies, and at till 4:30 I watched TV, and then after 4:30 to 7:30 I studied science and maths, and at 7:30 I started doing my school homework, and at 9 I took my dinner and slept. Thank you. And have gone to
Went
bed.
to bed and
Thank
went to bed. Very nice, Sharanya. Oh my goodness. Very nice. How diligent, how sincere our students are, Nani, Suchinani.
Exactly.
They have such yeah,
I'm inferiority complex that I wake up late than Sharanya.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. So Swastik Naik. Hi. Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
Swastik. Swastik. So
Yes, ma'am.
is there something that you could read on the slide? Could you please read it for us? What is mentioned
ma'am.
in the slide?
Yes, ma'am. Past simple. It is used to express a completed action at a definite time in the past. For example, I watched a movie yesterday. Last year, I didn't travel anywhere. Did you go to restaurant previous week? I studied French when I was a child.
Yeah, there is an oversight, guys. I'm so sorry for that. My earnest apologies. I have forgotten a question mark. Please forgive me for that. When we start a sentence with auxiliary like did, we must use a question mark at the end. That's how it's a question. Yeah, so I was in a mad rush maybe, but I shouldn't make this mistake. Don't repeat what I have done here, guys. not just because I'm your teacher. Don't do this. When you're making a question, try writing a question mark here. Okay. Thank you, Sastik. Read the last sentence again, please.
I studied French when I was a child.
I studied French when I was a child. So, what could we understand from here? There's one kind of past simple which is used to express something that is completed and completed action at a definite time. It is mentioning a definite time to you in the past, and that is when we use the past simple. Okay? Exactly what you guys spoke about what you did yesterday, mentioning specific timings. At 6:30 a.m. I woke up. At 7:30 a.m. I refreshed myself. And at 5:30 p.m. I had some snacks, watched television, so on and so forth. Right? A definite time, a completed action. Be mindful of these two phrases, guys. And this is when we use the past simple. No other form of the verb, but past simple. Am I making myself clear here? Give a thumbs up, everybody. My silent listeners over there. Give a thumbs up that you have understood what is explained or what is spoken. Rashmi Sagar, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Anand, read what Chitra Sen had written. He is on duty. Still, he is attending the classes. Yeah. And we salute this diligence. Really. Because I'm sure that I wouldn't be doing any class when I am doing some work. Yes. Thank you so much, Chitra Sen. Right, so let's reread the sentences. I watched a movie yesterday. It's a definite time that I'm speaking about. Last year I didn't travel anywhere, and all of you know the reason. I think many of us have the same issue. We did not travel anywhere because we were supposed to maintain social distancing. Even now, though people are not following that anymore. Did you go to the restaurant previous week? This is a question. Okay. And I studied French when I was a child. This is also a definite time in the past. When you were a child, you studied French. Right. We can go ahead with some sentences here. I would also like, though present perfect, guys, something that I want to say here. Sorry for the discrepancy. Maybe I'm diverting from the topic. But as we are talking about tenses, I have noticed people getting confused between simple past and present perfect. Nani, would you like to comment on something here before me explaining the slide? So what problem do we have actually? Why do we overlap this present perfect and simple past? Usually, I think everybody, most of us do that.
Okay, see, I will give you an example. If I ask all of you a question, have you been to Delhi? Have you been to Delhi? Now my appropriate answers should be yes or no. Remember my question, have you been to Delhi? Yes, I have been to Delhi, or no, I have not been to Delhi. Now my second question is, when did you go to Delhi? I went to Delhi, let's say in the year 2000. Now, when I ask you a question that have you been to Delhi, my focus is to know that if you have gone to Delhi. My focus is not to know about the time when you went to Delhi. Now, when I'm asking you, when did you go to Delhi, my focus shifts from your visit to Delhi to the time when you exactly went to Delhi. And if you mark the answers, when you say that, yes, I have been to Delhi, your answer, the tense of the answer has still related to the time when we are discussing. When you say that I went to Delhi in the year 2000, now your action of going to Delhi in the year 2000 is not related to the present time, which is today, 29th October 2021. There is no relation. That part in year 2000 is completely done. But when you say, yes, I have been to Delhi, here is if you have seen Delhi or if you have not seen Delhi. Comment गोटे दिल्ली जगह को देखिच कि मोर फोकस इज टू नो जानिबा पई कि तुम माने दिल्ली जाइचो कि नहीं सेई जिंसटा जेतेबेले मु तुमको पचारुची तमे 20 वर्ष पूर्वरु जाइथिले भी एबे भी तारो जिंसटा रेलेवेंट कि हां मु देखिची ना मु देखिनी किंतु जेबे मु पचारुची तमे केबे जाइथिलो मु 2000 मसीहा रे जाइथिली ना सेई जिंसटा सेठी सरी जाइची 2000 मसीहा रे सरी जाइची तो जो for such past actions which can be related to the present time when we are talking or we are discussing about it, we usually use present perfect tense or present perfect form. But for such past actions which is completely done and which does not have any link or any relation with the present time when we are discussing about it, we use simple past form. I think I have made it clear. Now, if you still have any doubts, please let us know.
Yeah,
No doubt.
thumbs up if you are completely clear, and if there are doubts, please raise your hands. Because we would make it clear, guys. She's explaining so clearly. Anybody else wants to ask anything? Please feel free, guys. Please feel free. So this is how she clearly differentiates between simple past and present perfect. Simple past speaks of a function at a definite time, and present perfect connects the past to the present. Happened in the past, it is relevant in the present. That's what she wants to say. Having tara relevance achi. Ta babadre ete bi kotha lagi pariba. Okay? Look into these sentences might also make you clear. Anybody else can read the sentence? MD is here. Hi MD. Kishore, Ishwar, Chitrasen, Bhavani. Anybody can read the sentence? Anybody? Come on. Bhavani Behra. We have 16 participants here, including us, maybe. Subhranshu, would you like to read what is mentioned in the slide?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
Am I audible, ma'am? Hello?
Am I audible? No.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible. We can hear you.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
can you read what is mentioned on the slide? What is written on the slide? Yes.
Okay.
Subhranshu.
Yes, ma'am. Present perfect, unfinished.
Yes, you are audible. Subhranshu, you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
audible.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Present perfect.
Yes, you are. You are.
Okay, ma'am. I'm reading. Unfinished time.
Can you read what is written on the slide?
Yes, ma'am. She lived in London since 2015 for 3 years. Either since 2015 or for 3 years. He hasn't called me yet. We have already completed the project. I've met Joe recently.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? I
Yes.
think there was a glitch in between.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
So as Suchi ma'am very nicely explained to us, something in the past having relevance in the present. It speaks of an unfinished time, something that has happened and still has relevance or has importance. So the first sentence, anybody would like to explain the first sentence? Like she lived in London since 2015 or she lived in London for 3 years. What does this sentence mean?
Yes, can I, ma'am?
Ishwar, sure, please.
Yes, ma'am. She lived in London since 2015 for 3 years. It means since actual it is indicating. Yes, ma'am. Since is indicating, indicates a particular time.
Yes, so she
It
has
means yes.
list of, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
She lived in London since 2005, and for it is referring. Indicate the period of time. It means she lived in London for 3 years, and since 2015 means to indicate a particular time, or to indicate for is indicate a period of time.
Absolutely.
According
And here again, it's a typo, guys. As all of you could notice, she has lived in London. I'm not living up to present perfect. If I'm living, has
Yes. She has lived in London since 2015 for 3 years.
She has lived in London
Yes.
for 3
If we convert into present perfect, so we should use have has.
She has lived in London since 2015. She has lived in London for 3 years, which means that she is still staying there, right? She has lived in London since 2015 means she went there in 2015, but she's still there.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Action happened in the past and it is still relevant, and she is there in London for the last 3 years. So this is how
Yes,
we
ma'am.
speak of the past that connects to the present. Second sentence, she hasn't called me yet. Who can explain here? Anybody can explain the sentence? He hasn't called me yet. Sunil Mahanand. Sunil Mahanand.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Sunil. So we are discussing present perfect now. In that context, could you explain the sentence? Whatever you understand, he hasn't called me yet. What could this
Yes,
sentence mean?
He hasn't called me yet means that it is just indicated the sentence is indicating the present perfect tense. That means let me say in Odia ए पर्यंत से मते कॉल करी नाहंती. That means she had to called recently, but till that what I can say that till this time he has not called me. ए पर्यंत मते कॉल करी नाहंती.
ଆଉ ଆଗକୁ କଲ୍ କରିବାର ସମ୍ଭାବନା ଅଛି.
Yes, there may be the possibility to call in future.
Absolutely, this possibility, absolutely. This, Sharanya, we are not for now speaking about sins and fault. We are now just
Thank you, ma'am.
focusing on right
No, ma'am. Actually, Mr. Chitrasen did it wrong. Actually, it's not is equal to, it's was plus. So I'm just saying about that.
Okay. We'll look in that later. Thank you, Sharanya. So, he hasn't called me yet, as rightly explained by Sunil. He hasn't called me yet. Maybe he will call me after some time, or he might call me in the future. Okay, so we have this possibility because the time is indefinite. We don't know, unfinished time. The time is not yet over. For the first sentence, the time is not yet over. She hasn't left London. She's still living in London. And here, this person is waiting for someone to call. So it is an indefinite time, unlike the definite time in the simple past, right? Swastik Naik, could you read the third sentence for us, please?
Yes, ma'am. We have already completed the project.
Yes, we have already completed the project. Would you like to explain this sentence?
Ma'am, it means that the project is already completed, but it doesn't say when, or when did they started, or when it is completed. It just says that the project is complete and you can receive it when you want.
Wow, look at that. And it doesn't seem like you cannot open up Swastik. You have explained it so clearly. Bravo. We expect some more from you like this, Swastik. Thank you for that. Anybody else?
I
would
will
like
try
to-
my best.
Yeah, sure. We are happy about it. Thank you so much, dear Swastik. Yeah, Sharanya, would you like to explain this sentence? We have already completed the project. Does it mean something? Is there a possibility to do something else if we have done this?
No, actually, this sentence means that there was a project and they have already completed. Means now at the present time the project is completed. The project is over and nothing is to do with the project.
Yeah, nothing has to do with the project. And you know what it also means, as we are talking about the relevance of time in the present, we have already completed the project and we are ready for the next one. We are free now, isn't it? We are free now. But if you would say this sentence in simple past, we completed this project yesterday, that doesn't, you know, we don't know what the person would do. We don't know whether they would be free after that or they would be doing anything else. We are not sure about anything, but this is the truth. We have already completed the project. It signifies that we are free now for something else. We have already completed the project. Let's go for a vacation. Let's plan something. Understand? So the relevance of the past connected to the present. Guys, did we make ourselves clear here? All of you? Subhranshu, are you able to get that?
Yes, ma'am.
What we just said?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So are you revising your lessons that you did in class 10?
Yes, ma'am.
11th and 12th?
Of course.
You are?
Yes.
Right. So can you read the last sentence for us, Subhranshu?
I have met Joe recently.
Yes, recently. This sentence again is very interesting. Could you try to explain this for us, Subhranshu?
Okay. So this says that I have met with Joe in the past. I've met with Joe.
Can I, ma'am?
Sure. Just a minute. I come there right away. Subhranshu, you can carry on. After you finish, we can go. I think it was Ishwar. I don't know who was it.
No, it was Kishore. Kishore, he's trying to say something.
Yeah. Subhranshu, you can complete. He
Yes,
will
ma'am.
take over.
Okay, so this sentence means that I have already met with Joe, and that is not a short time ago. Recently.
Yes, recently. Not, yeah. It's recently means I have just met. It's not been a long time that I have met him. Good. Kishore, come on.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have met Joe recently. And that means, ma'am, हाल ही में उनसे meet करके आया हूँ. I mean, ma'am, after some time before they also meet in show, ma'am. Means sometime means. That's ma'am.
sometime.
Also they
Yeah,
meet in
sometime.
sometime. Recently, this is for you, sir.
Very good, very
Okay,
good,
ma'am.
very clear explanation. Sujinani, I would like you to give an end note to this slide, please. Yeah.
Yeah, since we are all discussing present perfect form of present tense, let's just remember one rule here that in sentences where we use words like recently, yet, or already, or by now, those sentences are always in present perfect form. Whenever you use these words, I have already completed my lunch. The focus in this sentence is on the act of completion, not on lunch, not on time. The focus is on the completion of the task. The sentence that you read, we have already completed the project. Now, the focus of this sentence is on the completion aspect of the project. Is the project done or it is not done? So, sentences that have already, yet, by now, we use those sentences in present perfect tense. Or present perfect.
Adding to her, I think it's just, words like just, so far. Isn't it? That also means that the sentence in the present perfect. Nani, can we say like that, as you said, I have eaten my lunch and I don't feel hungry. Please don't give me anything to eat. Can I add a sentence like this to what you said?
Yes.
So I have eaten my lunch, so I'm not feeling hungry now.
Yes.
Which means that, which means that still, he is not ready to eat. He has eaten his lunch. Yes, recently. Yes. Thank you. We can go ahead. Very good discussion. I never expected such discussion would happen in a classroom. Because our classroom...
can I ask you a question?
Please, Nimai. The question is
actually, ma'am,
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
We have got independent or we got independent, which one will be correct, ma'am?
Wow, beautiful sentence.
In the what is your purpose? What do you
Yes,
want to
I want to
express?
know. Actually, we got independent on 1947, or we have got independent on 1947.
Okay,
I think
I will give you
part-
yeah. I will give you examples, then you will understand. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We got our independence, as you said, we got our independence in the year 1947. Full stop. We have got our independence from the colonial rule, but we are not free from, let's say, from jealousy, from envy, or from enmity. Let me repeat the sentences. We got our independence in the year 1947. Full stop. We have got our independence from the Britishers, but we have not got independence from our inner problems. Do you want me to repeat it?
No, ma'am. In the second sentence, we just want you to want to relate the in the present situation.
The dependence.
If we want to relate, yes.
Yeah, we are still in,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
know, we are still dependent. That's what she wants to say. Se କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ତାମାନେ ଆମେ independent ଯଦିଓ ହେଇଯାଇଛୁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମ ତାମାନେ ପୁଣି ଆମେ ପୁଣି dependent ଅଛୁ ପୁରା. Take the example of English per se, guys. You know, we are free from British rule, but they have left something that we are still continuing. ଆମେ tense ପଢୁଛୁ, English ରେ ପଢୁଛୁ, right? So this is how we are still stuck to those imperialistic philosophies, imperialistic policies. Okay, Western outfit. Giving an example, just don't take it in a negative way. Amar tamane Western thought, dharana amara English padiba. This is what is left by them, right? English was not a language before. I guess, if I am right, before Britishers came to India, it was not a language. It was not used in India, but it was them. There were some lords who made the English as an official language. So that's what she wants to say.
Yeah. The point is, in the first sentence, when we say that we got independence in the year 1947, my intention of expression, or I intend to express the exact time when our country got independence. That is 1947. ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ କହୁଛି କି ଦେଶ 1947 ମସିହାରେ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନ ହେଲା, ମୋ କହିବାର ଅର୍ଥ ହେଉଛି ବା ମୋର ଫୋକସ୍ ହେଉଛି ଦେଶ କେବେ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନ ହେଇଥିଲା। କିନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସ କହୁଛି, we have got independence from the Britishers, but we have not got independence from our own inner problems. ସେତେବେଳେ the first part of the sentence is dependent on the second part of the sentence. ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ, ମୁଁ ଆମ ଦେଶ ବ୍ରିଟିଶର୍ସ ମାନଙ୍କଠୁ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନତା ପାଇଯାଇଛି ସତ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମର ନିଜର ଅନ୍ୟାନ୍ୟ ଅସୁବିଧାଠୁ ଆମେ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନତା ପାଇନାହାନ୍ତି। In this sentence, if you remove the second part of the sentence, the first part of the sentence will sound incomplete.
Okay.
So when you have a sentence, second part of the sentence, which is dependent on this, then you can use present perfect form for the past action. The duita jaka sentence from grammatical point of view are correct, but it depends what do you want to express. ତମକୁ କ'ଣ ପଚରା ଯାଇଛି? ତମକୁ ଯଦି ପଚରା ଯାଇଛି ଦେଶ କେବେ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନ ହେଲା, ତାହେଲେ 1947 ମସିହାରେ। ଯଦି ତମକୁ ପଚରା ଗଲା ତମେ ସତରେ ଭାବୁଛ କି ଦେଶ ପ୍ରକୃତରେ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନ ହେଇଯାଇଛି, then your response will be ଦେଶ ବ୍ରିଟିଶର୍ସ ମାନଙ୍କଠୁ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନ ହେଇଯାଇଛି ସତ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏମିତି ଆହୁରି ଅନେକ ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି ଯୋଉଠୁ କି ଆମେ ମାନେ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନ ହେଇପାରି ନାହୁଁ। So you take these questions and answer. ଯଦି ମୁଁ ତମକୁ ପଚାରେ to question କି ଦେଶ କେବେ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନ ହେଲା, it got independence in 1947 will fit, or it has got independence in 1947 will fit. You will get the point.
So definite time or indefinite time? Yes.
Am I making some sense?
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting it.
Okay.
Depending on the situation, we have to use.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting it. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
I've got it, ma'am. Yes.
The example that Padmini ma'am gave us, while teaching us how to teach tense, she gave one example. My son lost his purse yesterday, and my son has lost his purse.
Excuse me, ma'am.
My son has lost his purse, so he is asking me money. He asked me money this morning. What is a purse tara paini, which was very interesting. Yes, Ishwar wants to make a point here. Tell me, Ishwar.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I have a doubt, ma'am. Actually, ma'am said that we got independence 1947. First one sentence, and second one sentence was we have got independence in 1900, in the year of 1947. So I have doubt, ma'am, in this sentence. When we use present perfect tense, actually we usually use verb third form, the third form of verb. So is this a correct sentence? I have got independence, or we can use gotten. So this is my doubt, ma'am. Actually we use third form ना. ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ପରଫେକ୍ଟ ଟେନ୍ସ ୟୁଜ୍ କରୁଛୁ ତ ଆମେ ସ୍ପେଶିଆଲି ଭର୍ବର ଥର୍ଡ ଫର୍ମ ହେଉଛି ହେଜ୍ ହେଭ୍ ପରେ ତ ସେଠି ଗଟ୍ ହେଲା ତ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୋର ଡାଉଟ୍ ଅଛି ମ୍ୟାମ୍.
Answer this.
Yes, you have a very valid doubt, Ishwar. The point is, we have to remember that English language, to a certain extent, sometimes it sounds peculiar. That one rule does not apply to, the same rule does not apply to all. Like as you said, with has or have, we use the past participle form of the verb or the third form of the verb.
Yes,
so in
ma'am.
that sense, it has to be gotten. Now,
Yes,
if you
ma'am. Yes,
take
ma'am.
the
Yes,
root-
ma'am.
yes, if you take the root word as get, then it's get, got, or gotten.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? But in mostly in academic context, jota ki formal context ame kahiba, we use got, which is not wrong. Kintu informal
Okay, ma'am.
context le tame gotten use kari paribo, which is not a common use. That's only difference. And usually in academic context le ame get ko root word nahi ki get, got. Sei hisab got use karan.
And it is also apparently that people in United States, people in English-speaking countries, native English speakers, still use gotten as their official form while writing, but non-native speakers in India, it is not accepted. We use got, get, got, and got is still the third form.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So we can use yes. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
And see, when we talk about native English speaking countries, let's not restrict ourselves only to America. We have many countries, European countries. You know, if the speech that you use in America will not be accepted, like some of it will not be understood by the Britishers. So if you have a dictionary, I'm talking about the hard copy dictionary. If you have Oxford Advanced Learner Dictionary or Cambridge Dictionary or Merriam-Webster Dictionary, you will have two explanations, two pronunciations for each entry. तुमको प्रत्येक जिनसे रे American use भी थिबो, British use भी थिबो. So let's remember both of them are correct. One is American use, one is British use. जदि हमें native point को जिपा, but let's remember that you know this point of native speaking ability is now a hot debate topic. The point is, if we are speaking something which is called standard English and which is understood by the other person, if
Okay.
the other person is not straining their ears for more than thrice, ଆମେ କେତେବେଳେ ଜାଣିବା କି ଆମେ ଯୋଉଟା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଟା ବୁଝା ପଡୁଛି ଯେତେବେଳେ କି ସାମ୍ନା ଲୋକ ସାଧାରଣତଃ ଭାବରେ ଯଦି 3 ଥରରୁ ଅଧିକ ତମକୁ କହୁଛି କି ମୁଁ ଶୁଣି ପାରୁନି, କଣ କହିଲ that means I need to work on my pronunciation. ଯଦି ସାମ୍ନା ଲୋକକୁ ଇଂଲିଶ ଜଣା ନାହିଁ, ମୁଁ ତା ଆଗରେ ଇଂଲିଶ ଯାଇକି ବକିଲେ 100 ଥର କହିଲେ ବି ତାଙ୍କୁ ବୁଝି ପାରିବେ. କିନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି the other person is sound in English language, and when I'm speaking, that person is asking me straining the ears more than thrice. That's a common standard sound that we have to understand, that we need to work on our pronunciation. আমি সেটাবলে বুঝিবা কি probably my pronunciation or the way I'm speaking is not reaching the other person. Yeah, so that's what is the thing.
Yes, as the basic motive of communication is to make people understand, to make them comprehend. So if what we communicate they could not understand, then we don't serve the purpose of communication. Okay, clarity of speech, and making it to the level of the learners. And here Nani, I would like to add also the frequency of use, as you very rightly said. ame ko word ta sabu bele use koru, gotten ta loka mane ete use karantini, kintu got ta use karante, to gotten not use kari ki got use kar loka mane bhal se bujhi paribe. So it's not always the question of wrong and right, it's the notion of usage that also matters, right? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And adding to what Suchi Nani said, it is also discrepancy in spelling, Nani, that we see in American and British English. Like the computer, sometimes they don't take, if you go on writing COLOUR, they don't take the color and they go on giving the red mark, because maybe the computer accepts the American letters, it's COLOR. I have faced that. I did not know that, there is another spelling called COLOR. And I kept on writing it, kept on saying this red, which is when, my husband came and said, no, this is the American spelling, and you go with COLOUR and FABORITE, not FABOUR. Right? Yeah. So it's not always the question of wrong and right, it's the frequency of use that we do in countries or in a place per se. Thank you, Ishwar. That's a very nice discussion. You came forward with a very valid point.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
That. Good. That's how the discussion gets lively, the class gets lively with your inputs wise. Yes. A past continuous, we come when we are speaking about narrative, when we are talking about past, we use simple past. We also used past continuous. So somebody could read this for us and then we go ahead to elaborate. Anybody can read?
Ma'am, can I?
Sure, Sharanya, sure.
Past continuous. It is used to describe a situation that continued for short duration time. For example, it was raining throughout the evening. The television wasn't working properly last Sunday. We often use past simple and past continuous together when one action is interrupted by another. For example, I was attending ESM class when my phone rang. While I was baking a cake, I injured my hand. Thank you.
Yes, when I was baking a cake, I injured my hand. Suchinani, I would like you to please intervene here and explain what this means. I think we need some explanation here before asking the students to make sentences.
Okay. See, the thing is, when we talk about the continuous form of a tense, as the term suggests, continuous. So it basically talks about the action that is continuing. Okay. And past continuous is to talk about such events that continued in past. When you want to talk about it, you want to mention that it continued in the past for a certain period of time. Right. So the first sentence, as we say, it was raining throughout the evening. That means my focus is, I want to say that the entire evening it rained. Right. Now, in the next sentence, the television wasn't working properly last Sunday. So you want to say, or you want to mention that particular time in Sunday, that duration of time for which duration the television was not working. Right? Now, if you want to say the same sentence in simple past, you would say the television didn't work for 2 hours. Right? When I want to focus that duration, then I'm using past continuous. But if I want to mention that duration 2 hours, I can use it simple past. Now, similarly, when we want to talk about two past actions, then we have to use one in past continuous and second in simple past. Now, which one to use in past continuous and which one to use in simple past? Now, the first action, the action that started first in your past, has to be in continuous form, and the action that happened later has to be in simple past. Like I was attending ESM class when my phone rang. If you take these two actions of past, like ringing your phone and attending your ESM class, now the first action that started first is attending the class. The action that happened later is the ringing of the phone. So first action, the action that happened first in past, was attending the class. So when I was attending the ESM class, my phone rang. Similarly, when I was baking a cake, I injured my hand. तो जेतेबेले आमे दुईटा पास्ट एक्शन विषय रे कहिबाकू चाहिबा, दुईटा पास्ट एक्शन भितरु जो एक्शनटा जो कामटा प्रथमे घटिथिबो सेई कामटाकू आमे पास्ट कंटीन्यूअस फॉर्म रे व्यवहार करिबा, जो घटनाटा परे घटिथिबो सेटाकू आमे सिंपल पास्ट रे यूज करिबा. Yeah, I think it is clear. If it is not, please let us know. Please tell
Yes,
us.
I think if you come up with some sentences, similar sentences as Suchi ma'am explained, we can know that you have understood. So come up with some past continuous sentence, frame some sentences in past continuous.
If
Come
you
on,
have
Ishwar.
if you have anything to ask related to this, please ask us. Please tell us.
Yes. Swastik Naik, would you like to come up with a sentence in past continuous?
Ma'am, can this sentence be past continuous? I was not able to call my friends in the evening.
ING कोठी लगेलो ना सर, past continuous रे ING यूज होबो ना. I wasn't able to call them in the evening, तो simple past ही वाला was लगेई देलो ना, इटा ING लगेइबो पड़िबो तुमको. Was लगेइले भी तुमको ING लगो, तुम ING लगेई न सकते.
Now, in this sentence that Sharanya said, this sentence does not need past continuous tense. Your focus, Sharanya, is that you are not able to call. That's your focus.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. When you have your focus is on an action which continued for some time. तमरो कॉल करिबाटा जदि तमे सेम जिंस कहिबो, I kept on calling my friends in the evening for an hour. I kept on calling. कॉल करी चली थी तांको घंटाटे पई. So kept on calling.
Okay, so this sentence can it be? I was watching TV throughout the evening.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. So ING,
Okay,
guys.
now I got it.
आमे जेमती present continuously we are discussing tense now. आमे एबे tense discuss करूछु. ING discuss रे ING लगे दउची continuous, present continuous ही जाउची. सेमिति past continuous रे ING लगेबाटा must. It's a mandatory construction structure. Right? That is how it is past continuous.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, please ask me.
Ma'am, I want to ask sentence first. When I was going to my school, I saw a snake. Is it clear?
Yes, it's correct. When I was going to my school, I saw a snake. Yes.
It's correct, ma'am.
Yes, it's absolutely correct. Yeah, that's how you use this rule, right? Past simple and past continuous come together when one action is interrupted by another. वो स्कूल जाओ बोली अब उठे सापा को रास्ता रे.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Rashmi. One very important point here, which we would like to make is, when we talk about this continuous form, as Swagatika gave the example we are discussing, there are certain verbs in English language that we call stative verbs. Have we heard about this term?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Can I?
Yes, please, Ishu.
Yes, ma'am. I think actually I heard about stative verb. Actually, we can't use ing form with stative verbs like no, seem, understand such words which we can't use ing form with stative verb. Am I right, ma'am?
Yes.
Absolutely. The list is like, words like see, smell, feel,
Yes, ma'am.
like, love, feel. Okay. Yes. Now you might ask us that I'm sure most of you would be probably familiar with this McDonald's advertisement.
I'm loving it.
I'm loving it. So when you say I'm loving it, it means when you said this prior to your that sentence, you did not love it. Or after you say this, there is no guarantee that you would love it or not. Tomorrow you might not love that pizza. Yes. But if you go to your parents, you don't say, parents, Bappa, Ma, I'm loving you. No, you tell them that I love you. Because that love was there, it is there, and it will be there.
I think you use stative verb in present simple tense. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Yes. In its base form. ସବୁବେଳେ. And when you say that, you say ଯେତେବେଳେ ଜଣେ ଭଲ ତମ ପାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ ଭଲ ଡ୍ରେସ୍ ପିନ୍ଧିକି ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ବା ଭଲ ଦେଖା ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି, you don't say you are looking beautiful. You say you look beautiful. Right? You are looking beautiful means right now you are looking beautiful. After this you may not look beautiful to me. See, if we say from grammatical point of view, that may not be incorrect. But from the point of usage, what do you want to say? When you want to say I love you to your parents, friends, sisters and brothers, you are not supposed to say I'm loving you. But in case of a food, in case of a new place you have been, you can say I'm loving this place.
Absolutely.
It means that probably you did not love it. Tomorrow you might change your taste. Yeah, so we need to remember this. Yeah.
Because when we are using ing, we are talking about the present moment, what is happening right now. Is it? That is how we should keep in mind before using all this. Another such similar context where we use ing, still it is not a present continuous, is gerund. What our students are confused with. The other day I noticed that gerund, the difference between gerund and present continuous. For example,
smoking is injurious to health.
Yeah, absolutely. When we say smoking, it's an ing over there. But ing smoking doesn't indicate that it is a present continuous. Smoking means a concept, it's a noun. Right, Nani?
Yes.
So
yes. When you use it as a verb, you might use ing. But when you are using a certain word as a noun or as a gerund or a ing participle, you are not supposed to use another ing with it. As Swagatika rightly said, that it becomes a noun. Swimming is a good exercise. Now, swimming here is not used as a verb. It's a noun here. Swimming is a good exercise. So, in those cases, this present continuous rule does not apply.
And to say a very interesting example, very much related to the context, we are teaching our students right now, okay, and teaching is our passion. If you say this sentence, so teaching right now means teaching plus ing in the present continuous form, that is happening at the moment. But when we say teaching is our passion, हमको पढ़ेगा को भल लगे, हमें पढ़ाना अच्छा लगता है. Isn't it? Something that we wish to do, something that we love to do, and teaching here becomes a gerund, a noun. It is no more a present continuous tense. Right, Nani? Yes.
Absolutely.
We with this present continuous, and as we narrate using the simple past, we also use past continuous to narrate about the past. we can go ahead. I think much of a discussion has happened. Would you like to say anything about past continuous, Nani, here? Or can I scroll up?
No, you can go ahead.
Yeah. I thought you would say something. That's fine. Right. So this is some more sentences that I have mentioned. Subhanshu, would you read what is written here? Just for our explanation.
Yes,
The first
ma'am.
part.
Yes, ma'am. I was watering the plant when my mother called. I did not
Yeah.
know what was happening in my neighborhood.
Yeah. This is what exactly happened to me today, and I just jotted it, Nani. You know, I was watering my plant, and my mother called me, and I really didn't know what was happening in my neighborhood because I was focusing on making a slide, as I don't know how to make a PPT. So I thought I would use this sentence and also mention that I made this sentence out of from my daily happenings. Yes, so I think it is all clear here. One action is interrupted by another. I was watering my plant when my mother called, and I rushed. I took her call. I didn't know what was happening in my neighborhood. Something was happening in my neighborhood. मेरे पड़ोस में कुछ हो रहा था. किसी होउतला किंतु मु एते आव जानी पारनी काहेकि ना मु PPT बनौतली. Okay? Yes. With this, Subhanshu, could you please read ahead? Sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Past perfect. It is used with the past simple to describe an action that happened before an action. The train had left before I reached the station. I had never visited Gopalpur beach at Barampur before 2019.
Yes, in Barampur or at Barampur, anything is fine. I really don't know what made the computer give a red line under Gopalpur, because I'm sure that I have written the correct sentence.
Yes, ma'am, it happens in proper nouns. They do not accept. You have to ignore the spelling. You have to double tap on that. It's a long thing.
Yes. So I have to tell the computer that Gopalpur is something that exists in Barampur for Odisha.
Right.
General knowledge kam hai uska, yes. So past perfect is when we are talking about one past action, okay, before a past action, two past action, something what Suchinani said, a little bit different is past perfect, and also in past perfect we talk about narration. We are speaking about the past. We use past perfect. The train had left before I reached the station. One past action has already happened before a past action. Gote jinsa pori jaichi ta agru gote jinsa heichi. Okay, that is where we used past perfect. I had never visited Gopalpur beach, Barampur before 2019. Ebe chalichi 2021. So 2019 is a past. Okay, is a past time. So before 2019, ମୁଁ କେବେ ଗୋପାଳପୁର ଯାଇ ନଥିଲି. ତାମାନେ 2019 ପରେ ଗଲି. ସେଇଟା ବି past. କାହିଁକି ନା ଏବେ ଆମେ 2021 ରେ ଅଛୁ. So when we are talking about an immediate past and an early past, am I right, Nani? Would you like to elaborate something here? When we are talking about past perfect.
Yes, let's we might be sometimes confused between using two past actions in this form, one in past perfect and the other one in simple past, and the previous examples that we saw, one in past continuous and one in simple past. Now the difference is made very clear by Swagatika that when we use simple past and past continuous in those kinds of sentences, we want to talk about one action happening at a time when another past action was happening too. आमे past continuous और past simple form सेतेबळे यूज करंती जेतेबळे गोटे past action होउथुबा समय रे आउ गोटे past action हबो पहिला राइट से जेतेबळे गछरे पानी दउथुला गछरे पानी दबाटा चलीथिला तार मा फोन करिले okay. Now in this sentence in past perfect two past actions are completed past actions. None of these actions is happening or none of these actions is incomplete. Right? Now, 80 jo dita action, the train had left before I reached the station. Or station पहुंचीबा पूर्वरु train टा छाड़ी सारथिला. So, 80 कोनोसी past action एमती नहीं जोटा की घटुची. जेमती की पानी दबाटा चाली थिला. किंतु एठी ट्रेन छाड़ीबाटा चालुनी, ट्रेन छाड़ी सारची. आउ मु पहुंची सारिची. किंतु मु जेतेबेले सेही past action को present time में report करूची बा कहूची सेतेबेले मु यूज करची एई फॉर कोन मु पहुंचीला बेळको ट्रेन छाड़ी सारी थिला बा ट्रेन स्टेशन रो पळी जाई थिला. दुईटा एक्शन एक्चुअली पास्ट एक्शन दुईटा कंप्लीट हे सारिची गोटे परे आउ गोटे. So that's the difference that we need to remember when you use past perfect with simple past and past continuous with simple past. If you have any doubt, please ask us.
जैसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं कि हम पहुंचने से पहले ही ट्रेन जा चुका था जो कौन थे, दिस इज द पास्ट परफेक्ट, नथिंग बट पास्ट परफेक्ट. ठीक है, 2019 से पहले मैं कभी नहीं गई थी गोपालपुर, तो चुका था, गई थी, these are the past perfect structures in Hindi. Had left, the patient had died before the doctor came. So the dying of the patient has already died, one action is over, okay, and another action just got over. So one is the immediate past and one is the early past. The train had left is the early past here, reached that station is the immediate past here. Okay, nothing is happening, both the things are over. Ishwar wants to make a point. Welcome, Ishwar.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, there is a doubt, ma'am. I had gone to Raipur. मैं रायपुर गया था. So it comes under past perfect tense. रायपुर गया था. According to in Hindi, गया था. And the book was written. Book लिखा गया था. तो यहाँ भी गया था और वहाँ भी गया था. तो how can we recognize past watch word वाला और क्या बोलते हैं past perfect tense?
That's very good question. Nanu, would you like to respond? You are muted. Nanu, you are muted.
Sorry, yeah. The first sentence, which is I had been to Raipur, is basically a sentence which
I had
tells
gone.
us.
I had gone.
Yes, I had gone. It wants to know if I had gone to Raipur or not. But in the second sentence, which is the book was written by so and so. Now this
someone,
is
yes,
basically by someone, yeah. This is basically a passive construction of an active construction. He wrote this book. This book was written by him. So the purpose in these two sentences are different. Both are correct. But
Ma'am,
the usage is
the ending of the sentence गया था है ना, इसीलिए there is confusion.
Okay, see, in the first sentence गया था मतलब आप कहीं पर गए थे, लेकिन लिखा गया मतलब लिखना. So these two गया था have two different meanings.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And I think translating can also leads to some confusion. So let's not translate each and every word here and each and every sentence.
okay, ma'am. Okay.
Let's understand in its spirit. Yeah, that will also make the task easier for us.
See, we have to understand that every language has its own rules, right? So sometimes some rules are common where we use other languages in order to understand it better. Like, if you say in Odia, mu bhato khaili, ba mu bhato khai. Now in Hindi, the same pattern goes, मैं चावल खाता हूँ और मैं चावल खाती हूँ. But if you translate it in English, I rice eat, it becomes a wrong sentence. The point is, the construction in English language is very different from we construct sentences in Odia and in Hindi or some other languages too. So when we, in order to understand, we might use different examples in different languages. But let's remember that let's not every time translate. We have to overcome this technique.
Absolutely. And this will come with practice, Ishwar. Isn't it?
Yes,
There's
ma'am.
no hard
Actually,
fast rule. This will come with
we have to.
Yeah, Ishwar, please tell.
Yes, we have to understand the sense of sentence.
Sure. Absolutely. There you go. And very interestingly, the other day we were talking with Subhranshu over, मैं exam देने गई थी will not become I went to give an exam. Isn't it? I took an exam.
Yes, ma'am.
So exam daba. This is what we spoke about, that this should not happen. Sometimes this is the mother tongue influence that we have. Amu Parikya Kali Delhi, who I gave an exam, Kuhanti. But in English, it is actually not gave. I took an exam yesterday or last week. Giving money, the manager, the organization, or the administration conducts an examination. That is called giving. We are giving a lesson. We are not taking a lesson. Okay? You are taking a lesson. So this is the discrepancy, So the more we translate, the more confused we are.
I would just like to cite another common example that we make. ଆମେ ପଚାରନ୍ତି ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ତୋର ଭଲ ନାଁଟା କ'ଣ?
Good name.
So in English, what is your good name? Now there is no good and bad name in English. Either it's your pet name, nickname, or your certificate name. Right? So we tend to translate. We say fan ଟା ଟିକେ ଦେଇଦେଲୁ, କବାଟଟା ଦେଇଦେଲୁ ନାହିଁ, କବାଟଟା ବନ୍ଦ କରିଦବା. Right? Close the door. You don't give your door to someone else. Right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, this will come by practice.
Yes, this will come by practice and discussions like this, wonderful discussions like this. Ishwar. Absolutely. So anybody who hasn't yet participated, may please read this and we identify the tenses. I've tried to make a tiny story here. Pavan Podwal, okay. There's a little girl here, Bhavya, in our neighborhood. She has joined in my request. Bhavya.
Welcome, Bhavya.
Bhavya, she studies in class of, which class you study, Bhavya?
Fifth.
She studies in fifth. Yeah, and she would read it for us. Welcome, Bitu. Read it for us. Come on.
I visited my grandparents last week and I was driving, passed out the excitement. They had been waiting for me since the morning, but could not meet my grandfather as he had already left for weekend shopping before I reached there.
Very good. Bhavya, here you go. Very good. So let's spot the tenses from here, guys. What tenses in what sentence have I written? One by one, Sharanya. Sharanya, pick up the sentences from the beginning. Or Nimai, anybody would like to respond here? No.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I visited my grandparents last week and I was driving past out of excitement. It means in this sentence, there is contrast between past simple and past continuous. And they had been waiting for me since the morning but could not meet my grandfather as he had already left for weekend shopping before I reached there. And in the second sentences, there is construct between the past perfect and past simple, ma'am.
Yes, they had been waiting for the past perfect continuous.
Yes. The past perfect continuous with past simple.
But I could not meet my grandfather. କାହିଁକି ନା ସେ ମୁଁ ପହଞ୍ଚିଲା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ସେ shopping ପାଇଁ ବଜାରକୁ ବାହାରି ଯାଇଥିଲେ ସେ.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Yes. So this is how you can also construct your narrations, frame your stories using simple past, past continuous, and past perfect. Guys, these three. No need to use any other tenses. Simple past, past continuous, and past perfect. You can make a very good narration using these three tenses. making it simple. Yeah, you can go ahead. Yes, use the red line again there, guys. I don't know how it came. I really tried my best to remove it, but it did not. We can fill in the blanks here. Come on. Subhranshu, what would be the first blank? Read from beginning. Read from beginning.
Yes, ma'am. It was Rima's birthday 2 days back. Rima was waiting for her friend since 2 hours, but
Okay.
but the no one.
The ne, no one.
Okay.
The it bhul achhi.
Acha. But no one came, so she
I have purposely removed the brackets
okay.
for the students to frame the words. Sharanya, you can try, or Kishore, or Ishwar. What could be the sentence? We can together make a story here about Rima's birthday. Come on. So she.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Sharanya, you can speak, please. Ishwar, you can come after Sharanya. Yeah.
Okay. It was Rima's birthday 2 days back. Rima invited for no. It was Rima's birthday 2 days back. Rima bought.
Subhranshu already answered that, Sharanya. Rima was waiting for her friend since 2 hours.
Okay, actually, I was not. There was a.
But no one. Ignore the here. It's an oversight. It's a mistake.
But no one came. So she got sad.
Very good. So she got sad. Wow. I was little in a fix, Nani, when I was making this exercise. But they are really coming up to my expectations, beyond my expectations. Ishwar, you can follow. Since she dashed mother to prepare food.
She dashed so many things. She had planned so many things, but it failed. Since she had told mother to prepare food, they were going to distribute among kids in the neighborhood. When she went out of her home. No.
It could it be something else? You can read the complete sentence. When she.
Yes, ma'am. When she was coming out of her room. When she was coming out of her home, she saw her friends. Icon, ma'am.
Same thing.
Coming towards her house.
Yes.
Coming towards her house, they takes lot of. They brought a lot of chocolates and flowers for her, which they were going to celebrate.
Which they enjoyed.
They enjoyed. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, it can be which they gifted.
Which they
or
gifted.
ma'am, it will be wrong.
No. They brought or they got a lot of chocolates and flowers for her, which they say suppose in party they celebrated or they enjoyed.
They celebrated. Yes.
Yes. Guys, this is one of my, though I have made some changes. This is a content developed by me for my corporate lessons. Yeah, I have missed some points here. I have edited some points and there are some oversights due to that. This the and all shouldn't be there. Excuse me for that again. Yeah. So I used to, ask you to feel like I wanted the learners to use simple past perfect and past continuous. And you successfully made it. With this, we have come to the end of the lesson, guys. Sujinani, would you like to say something? Over to you, please.
Yeah. Okay. First, when we say that we were sad, let's not say it. We got sad. with sad, we say either we became sad, or I became sad, or I was sad. Sad does not take get. Yeah. So, okay. Now let's talk about, just summarize what we did. When we talk about narration, it has to be in past tense. Now, some of you might have this doubt in mind that sometimes we also use past incidents in present tense. Now, yes, that happens, but in what context that happens? Now, when you are reporting some story or something from the past to someone in the present tense, you can use present tense. How? Like, the story goes like this. There is this king called Dasharatha. He has 4 sons. He is the king of Ayodhya. Now, if you mark that in this story, there is no personal pronoun like I or you or we, right? Now, when you talk about a story from past in the present time, you can use present tense if it is not one of your personal narratives. Now, personal narratives can never be in present tense. ତମେ ଗତକାଲି କ'ଣ କରିଥିଲ ତାକୁ ଆମେ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ଟେନ୍ସରେ ରିପୋର୍ଟ କରିପାରିବା ନାହିଁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ପୁରୁଣା ଗପ ଯୋଉଥିରେ କି ମୁଁ, ତମେ, ଆମେ ଏଇ 3ଟା ଶବ୍ଦର ବ୍ୟବହାର ହବନି, I, you, we, then you can use those in present tense. Otherwise, narration means it is in past tense. Yeah. Now, second thing we need to remember is, now when we talk about narration, chronology or sequence is very important. Now, when you are talking about past events, you cannot have a mix, right? Like you cannot have a khichdi. In a khichdi, you can add all the ingredients at any point of time you want. But when you talk about past events, chronology is very important. Now, kaha pore kon hela, exact sequence maintain karibata bahut jaruri. Jodi ame mix up karidaba, tahale amaro jota express ame kariyaku chahuthuba, that message will not be clear. And in order to do that, in order to maintain that chronology and sequence, you can use words like then, later, before, earlier, 10 years after that, next, so, then, post that incident, finally, sequentially, eventually, gradually, at first, secondly. So these are the words that help us to maintain the sequence. And past narratives also includes characters or events. Now, generally it's past experience or an event or story. So it includes characters. Yeah. So this is, I think, what we can briefly summarize narration or use of past tense in narration.
Absolutely. And a very note of caution, guys. तमने से जो प्रेजेंट स्ट्रक्चर्स माने इनफॉर्मली का बाबद रे स्टोरी कहूच कहि पारिबो, किंतु लेखिला बेलको एग्जाम रे नरेशन रे पास्ट ही मेंशन करिवो. Nobody will accept you to write present, okay? Because narration means past. The past tenses will be used for narration. That was what we wanted to say. Yes, Nani, shall we wind up? And guys, do you like to ask any questions, any opinions, any feedback?
Yes, ma'am.
Ishwar, please.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm very thankful, ma'am, that today class was very interesting. Actually, I got to know many things from you, ma'am. And actually, really thank you so much. Actually, you were very active in class, and you talked very well in your interesting way. So, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
I think you were actually the responsible for making this class interesting as much as we. because we wouldn't be speaking to walls and windows had you not been here. You participated, and that's how it became lively, right?
Actual first time in my whole life, I never get I did not get bored, ma'am, because of you. I was noticing. I noticed you that you were always trying to make happy and make people feel free. Really, it was very a good class, I
That
think.
is so sweet. That is so sweet. And Sujinani, about you, please speak about your writing class that you would be doing. Yeah.
Okay. Participants, we will be, we will meet together on Sunday at 3 p.m. for a writing class that I have been assigned to deal with. So I would like you people to tell me if there are any particular issues or things in writing which you would like to be addressed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Uh,
Sharanya.
Yes, ma'am.
I have problem with story writing and article writing, so I want you to means elaborate that.
Sharanya, I got writing articles and what else?
Poem.
I mean story writing.
Story
Story
and
writing and article
Yes, ma'am.
writing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Kishore, I guess, wants to say something.
Kishore Haripal, please speak. I think he is not in the meeting anymore.
Okay.
Nimai also wants to any other thing.
No, ma'am. I have the same interest. Means I want you to do a session on article writing, ma'am.
Article writing.